Hello, Armchair Generals. My name is Tom, and I'm continuing my Japanese campaign in Hearts of Iron 3 using the Black Ice modification version 10.43. Where we left off last time, we took away the peninsula here from China, and we've actually begun some landings. Holy cow! I did not realize that was the end result there. Real quick, we're going to move him, shuttle him over to Hangzhou really, really, really quick so we can take that port. But yes, we're doing some landings here to help support the Shanghai garrison, if you will. A couple of infantry units, marine, armor, and militia that appeared here. We want to make sure that we can retain these guys and use them in further future combats. I thought I had this marine landing here at Hangzhou, but apparently he decided to go to Xioshan. And last episode I had mentioned I had to keep a better eye on my marine landings because the computer AI likes to um, take take them to different places. So okay, on that note, we have a unit here that I think needs to get assigned to a leader. Yes, he's waiting. I need to get that Marine headquarter unit researched. He's waiting, and I'm waiting for my Marines to come. Which, speaking of, this episode, I'm hoping that we'll have, I'll get through September here, and we'll have these units built. I need some reinforcements in the battles I have going on. This one's kind of stagnant a little bit. I have everybody embroiled there that I can. My Marines are holding the line on this peninsula here, and I've got another Marine here that needs to regain their org. Worst case scenario, if an attack starts happening on one of these two provinces, I'll race him over to that province. I would like to use him down here in Shanghai to kind of expand this foothold here. But I definitely want to hold the peninsula as well. That's pretty urgent for me. We're trying to race with these units here to grab the provinces on this river here, so we can kind of push a little bit of an indent there. The northern provinces here proving to be a very tough nut to crack. Though this one, Young King, even though it's showing at 39%, looking here, the defense is about ready to break. They're not going to hold much longer. So I imagine I'll be winning this pretty handily soon, which would be good because then I can start tasking the units to other places here. Um, this attack from my militia on this province was just a spoiler attack. The enemy units here were attacking me in Defang here. The Detang units I have here are engaged in battle here. We're trying to push down and surround the Shaanxi capital from two sides. That battle's not going as swimmingly as I would hope, but once things start happening up here, then we'll be able to kind of come in and help out. Let's see, these units, yeah, they're all assisting here, and I've captured that province just very recently, so we're knocking on the door. Trying to push down south into communist China here. That battle's not going all that well. The Dai 2, that's this guy. We need to pull him off. Otherwise, we're doing that. Looks okay. Um, let's have him support the attack. I see what happened here. He was originally supporting, and then he just ran out of organization. But that's fine. These guys are pushing in, right? Um, that guy, he's going in. Okay, so we're pushing with our cavalry a little bit here. So we'll let things ride. Kind of keep an eye on my infantry there, but I can actually take that off. I've had a few naval battles as well. China's lost almost a half dozen light cruisers, probably about half a dozen torpedo boats, motor torpedo boats. So their fleet's been getting kind of wrecked. Excellent. We have the first and second Army Corps getting created here. Let me tick that back on. With the creation of the Shanghai garrison and a couple other unit creations, we are seeing some massive IC hits right now. We were over 165 available IC a while ago, But with that 24%, 8% hits, which the 24% goes away next month, the 8% I think a little bit later. We're down to 133. Forming these two cores are also going to give me an 8% IC hit through January. So our ICs going to go in the red here soon. But I need these. I need these units. Let's see. We got the Vigorous. This is just a headquarter unit, so he'll get assigned to the 3rd Army. I'll just have him come down to Tianjin. There's not much he'll be doing here. The 2nd, he actually has a unit associated with him here. Assign him to a headquarter unit. He needs a leader. Let's see here. We'll give him a fairly decent leader. They also need to come down to, they also need to come down to Tianjin here, and then I'll figure out further. So I had a couple headquarter units and an actual division up here get built, and they'll be joining battle fairly soon. I think everything else is going along. Yeah, waiting for my Marines. Okay, we'll take this off here. Yep, that conflict is going just the way I figured it would be. I'll be moving into Hangzhou. I moved into here to kind of split off the Chinese. That way, if they wanted to move either north or south, they had to go all the way out west to do so. But I had a errant landing that took my Marines south of their intended target here. But that's okay. A little support so we can finish that up here very quickly. Shanghai, we can take off. We now control that. And we'll expand our beachhead here a little bit further because we got quite a few units, about a half dozen units all total, minus defensive and headquarter units. So we'll be able to kind of expand our holding here. And once we have further units getting built, that will be nice. Submarines, 1938 tech, but I do like submarines, so I will go ahead and keep that rolling here for the research. We won Suzhou very handily as well. Didn't get a banner after we did so much damage to them. A naval battle, probably a light cruiser. Yeah, looks like light cruiser there. Alrighty, the Chinese are kind of forming up. This is going to look kind of shaky. This unit I may need to. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and send them to Jazz out, and that way I can support in either direction wherever the Chinese actually come. Tibet, money for fuel, money for fuel. No, thank you. No decisions. Wow, the 14th is getting wrecked. I'm not sure why that's so difficult. We're fighting on plains, not across a river or anything like that. Though, admittedly, that's a lot of infantry units that I see there. This better be wrapping up pretty quickly. It looks like it will be. These guys are going to be breaking very soon here. Yeah. So this battle is going to be ending here rapidly. Money for fuel. When's the last time I saved? 22nd. We'll save. I try to save weekly when I'm in conflict, just that way I don't, if something happens, the game crashes or whatever, I don't lose quite a bit. Another ribbon. Holy cow. So we lost 46,000 troops here in this cauldron at Yongqing. The Chinese lost 26,000 troops. Not sure why I got a ribbon for that, but whatever. At least we finally finished that battle here, which means I'll be able to free up units to kind of engage in other areas. Like this guy here, he's a bit too damaged. I'm not going to have him support the attack there just yet. All my other battles are going swimmingly here. Cool. He's doing what he needs to be doing. I will have him support the attack from a different direction. This battle's been going on quite a ways too, but it should be wrapping up pretty soon. Carrier light air, 1939 tech, we can get rid of that. We need to drop this down to 40. Okay. Battle head on straight. Cool. We're in the yellow now with our officers. So I was up to 97% at one point, hoping that'd reach 100. That of course, was a shell game. That was not going to be happening because I have units that are getting created left and right here um, that are taking away officers from me. So I will be leaving what I have in leadership towards my officers. Looks like we need to beef up our spies a little bit to point 0.4 because we don't have any right now, and I don't know if I'm deep in the negatives or if that's 0 is exactly where I'm at. There we go. So while I've got my research up to 40 by this point now, I don't think I'll be seeing that go up too much further yet. Everything's going along excellent here. Just want to keep checking every now and then just to make sure. So you get the second cav unit that needs to get pulled off. I don't want units to get totally wrecked where they just outright die. Okay. The second militia needs to get pulled off. It actually looks like even, yeah. You know what? We're just going to pull them all off. I know it's a major defeat. That's not a good thing to see, but we weren't going to be pushing the Chinese any further on there. They lost 500 guys to my nearly 5,000 guys. And now they're back into attacking Datong from time to time. However, oops, communist guerrillas. However, we now have units here that are going to be available to attack. Looks like we had a guerrilla just appear in Beijing. Interesting. But we won. We kicked them out. Anywhere else? Nowhere else. Okay, good. These guys, I want to combine the guard and this together. Yeah. I know now the guard has 2 artillery units, but that was a stray artillery unit, artillery brigade. There was a unit that got formed down here, actually here, that got formed out of a unit here. So we want that that straggler to get some use here. I will now. Let's see. We can actually attack with all these guys here because that's the only province that's bordering here. I'll have this guard unit come down here and engage into the conflict here. And do we have anybody here? Well, a couple specialized light infantry that I can kind of march down to here. The first and the second, and that guy, they're all going to come here. Alrighty, so we have, how are my other units here? 41 hours, 36, 43, 18. So I will take these 2 units that are ready to attack again and just simply move into Renqui before the Chinese have an opportunity to do so. It looks like they're going to, but I want to go ahead and just take that province here so we can kind of begin that move through here and kind of cut off. This was a very tough nut to crack because the Chinese front-loaded these provinces quite strongly. So I want to show them the error of their ways and cut them off and take them out. Alrighty, so here I think we're ready now for our next. We want to expand this bridgehead around Shanghai effectively. This is a province I don't need to hold because it only borders these 4 provinces here, and I already own 3 of them. So I'm going to have these guys all go up here, and these 2 guys are going to support the attack. Meanwhile, I'm going to have my Marine come down here. That way we can hold this province, Hangzhou. They can take Xiaoshan. I don't care. We'll get it back later. Descent's getting knocked down here slowly, 0.04 a day. Like I said, about every 25 days, I'll be knocking a point off. Renqui, we took Renqui, yes, good, good, good. Ready. Oops, the first needs to pull off. That's good. The rest that I have there, yeah, that's why it's gonna be still 75% because that's a heavy cavalry unit coming in here. Um, he's a bit too weak to be engaging a battle there. And all these guys are fine where they're at. He has stopped attacking, good. Yeah. Actually, this other cav unit, I'm just going to have him stop attacking as well. I know that they're trying a spoiler attack to try to pull my units off. I don't want I don't want my specialized light after getting pulled off. Ooh, okay. I thought we were taking this province here, but I guess we didn't move swiftly enough. That's all right, though. We'll get there. He needs to get pulled off. And he needs to get pulled off if he's not already. Okay, good, good, good. Well, this is a random event here. I decided to take vacation in the middle of war with China. Starting from Labor Day all the way through Thanksgiving weekend, I guess. That's a really nice European vacation, or Chinese vacation in this case here. So national revolt risk, daily ascent change, those all see some negatives there, and money goes down a bit. So yeah, that kicks it from 0.04 to 0.02. That's all right though. So we just had a couple battles that actually came out good. Hunyan, and we suffered a lot, but for whatever reason, the Chinese pulled away from that. If I remember right, that battle was kind of going their way anyway. I mean, I would have eventually had won if it just kept on going the way that it was. But I guess my maneuvers here have kind of shown them that they need to pull out, otherwise they run the risk of getting surrounded. The other one that was another strong battle we won is that there. Okay. So we have a bunch of units there that are ready. Several others that are coming in. These guys can move in. Okay, what do we do? What do we do? So those guys are where they're at right now. I am going to leave him behind. We're going to go ahead and march there. And then we'll come down south. Leave the 7th behind. Cut over here. Trying to dig deep to capture as much Chinese territory as possible, but also to cut off a bunch of units here. And then here, and then there. Okay. We'll see how that progresses. This battle. Oh, Hong Kong typhoon. So sorry. That doesn't really affect me. It's just an historical event that occurs. That probably the British see some sort of negative effects on. We are doing well here. Ready? Okay. Alrighty, doing well, doing well. Not a big deal for me right now. Oh, speaking of Spain, let's see how they're doing. Well, not much movement overall. Last month, I mean, this is pretty much the way they were. There was Barcelona sitting there, and Cartagena was also sitting there. I think there was one other one. So not too much movement here, but it looks like the nationalists, the Spanish state, is going to go ahead and win this, possibly this month. This province was also Spanish Republic, so it's quite possible that Barcelona will be taken out here shortly. And once that occurs, this is the only front that the nationals need to worry about. So I imagine the majority of their military might here is just going to come swooping down there, and that will be all she wrote for the Spanish Civil War. Got another battle here finishing up. Good. This is the I'll be starting this curve here, so the battles that'll be occurring off of there will be resultant from those set of orders. We have a decision: punish the enemy. We're going to say no. This is too harsh. Leave them nothing. It just increases threat, and quite honestly, we don't need more threat on everybody at this point in time. We can say autarky and get some improvements in our resources, but that would be a huge hit to our IC efficiency. I really do need those rares though, so yes. We won't always do that though. At a certain point here, especially the more of China we conquer, the more resources we'll be getting, so we won't be needing to go through the synthetic route, the autarky method. Okay, looking good, looking good. We got those units moving in, moving in. All right, those units look like they got vaporized. The Manchukuo is in the battle here. Right, Manchukuo? Yeah. Manchukuo is engaging. More communist guerrillas, coastal submarine advance. Is that either of those guys? No, but it is this guy. He needs to stop attacking. Yeah, that's not going too well overall, but we'll just let it keep going. Alrighty. Very strong result there. At the cost of a lot of organization and some manpower. Yeah, we need to pull him off. He's not doing too well. I had one retreat. Okay, interesting. This is otherwise going well. Oh, this guy, yeah, I pulled him off and said don't attack any further because he was getting rather weak. Okay, so we are set up shop here now. We're knocking on the door. This unit, I'm going to have him support the attack eastward. Yeah, that helped out greatly. These units, cavalry units, I'm going to have them come in because McCav are really and specialized west. The specialized light infantry all kind of move westward here. This attack here, it's a pretty strong attack. These guys are probably gonna get wrecked as soon as they step in, but I need to move the units in here so that way we can provide a little bit better defense against the attackers. Oh, that's looking good here. Yep. Mass assault advance we learned. 37 tech, we'll just let that ride because it's current year. That tongue is being written into the history books. We'll have the militia support the attack. Yeah, it's not much that they're going to do, and I'm probably going to lose a lot of organization off of them, some manpower, but it's going to help speed up that attack here. This is looking good. I'm not sure why the Chinese aren't attacking me on either one of these provinces, but we'll let that go. And quite honestly, if I have to, I can retreat from this province to here and still maintain the line. I can't retreat from here unless I'm on this province here, and if so, then yes, I can retreat from here to that province and maintain that line. I want to maintain this province, this peninsula here, because we're getting some supply in here, and it's pulling Chinese. You see all these Chinese divisions set up here. It's pulling them to the east, away from this area. Hi, Jen. Good, good. Tech reinforcement chance central planning. That's probably this 38 tech. Yeah, I don't consider this an urgent area. This doctrine, however, though, is a Japanese doctrine overall. So I'll go ahead and just cancel it out here. We're down to 41 techs needing to be researched. I got some guys that are really taking a hammering here. The 11th I need to pull off. And we'll have those two step in along with him. Interesting. So they've pulled out of this province entirely. The goal was for me to try to cut all this off. Yeah, I'll still wait. I am. Let's see. We're gonna move these guys through here, and I'm going to move a couple of my militia units over, slide them over. We'll move him into there. Okay. That way, we're still holding this line here, which means these units, the Chinese will still have a presence up here, forcing them to maintain a presence up here. We want to move these guys kind of the same way. Okay, looking good. Got a bunch of headquarter units in Tianjin. These guys, we need to wait till they're, I gotta wait about a day. So that 11th, I'll be able to attack from there. It's good. We'll come down to here, and then once we do, we'll then support the attack here. Though with the way this is going, you know what I'm gonna do? Call this off. We are losing way too many troops. We lost 19,000 troops. They lost 14,000, so I mean that's quite a bit, but that's just too much losses right now. It's going to take me a while to reorganize, get ready, attack, win, reorganize, and then support the attack here. It's just better that I just go ahead and handle the attack that I need to here, and kind of go from there. The 4th Army. Hey, cool. That will be a new unit. Where do they appear? The Light Army unit. It's a headquarter unit. Okay. All the way up in no man's land. We're having to just come on down. That's looking okay. Yeah. This is looking okay. That's starting to get kind of shaky in a couple areas, but we're going to win. Interesting. Okay. As I say, I have more units, more reinforcements coming in. So yes, please do attack me on there. That'll only weaken you that much more. All my units are filtering, coming in. We're gonna close off this area here and then defeat them in detail. Looking at it, looks like we've got a lot of Nat Chinese units in here, and we got a bunch of Communist Chinese units too. Some Shaanxi too, but once this capital's taken, won't really matter. All the Shaanxi units go away. Formation of several divisions here. You can see the note there. Some divisions are involved in later events like the Second Battle of Shanghai and division buildup of summer 1940. We will be finished with the war in China by the summer of 1940. I'm hoping by the summer of 1938 we'll have it all wrapped up. Hopefully, we'll see. But I do want these divisions. You see, we're back in the green with the IC. The 24% IC hit for units getting built went away. We still have a couple other penalties though. This is a 32% penalty though. We're gonna go back into the red in IC. So yay. That's okay. We're getting some units, which we need. Oh my goodness, we need them. Money for fuel, money for fuel, money for fuel. No decisions. And now we'll go and check. Yep, there they all are. So we got a unit here. We're going to move them over. We've got a bunch of passenger liners waiting to pick them up. Got a unit there. Got a unit there in Tokyo. Got a unit here. He needs to march on down to Tokyo. And another unit. Tokyo's quicker. Alrighty. I will go ahead and scoop him up for now, and I'm going to go ahead and drop him off here at Qingdao. This is actually where I want the. This is the peninsula I want these 5 divisions to appear at, and probably get assigned to that new leader, new headquarters leader that got created, or somebody over here. Who knows? But anyway, I want the 5 to appear here so they can hold this line and begin to push out, and then I can use these Marines for future landings. I did my Shanghai landings earlier than I anticipated and planned for. I was thinking about September, late September, early October, I would begin the landings around Shanghai. So we're actually doing very well here. Any units that get created in Shanghai, they will live. So I do need my Marines brought back into action and used in their proper method. Defending a line is not the way it's not the best way of their use. So I'll bring them down to here, and then they'll go ahead and start further landings along the coast a little bit further down here. I kind of like the historical method where Japan did a bunch of landings all up and down the coast here. My next area that I want to attack with Marines will be probably around in this area. Is this Fuzhou? Yeah, around the Fuzhou region. Again, I'll need more of these type of units getting created, and I'm building a few. So once they get built, then I can send them here, and then from there, they'll Marines will come over here to Shantou, more than likely. I don't think Xiamen, yeah, Shantou, and then from there, once this is beachhead is established here, then we'll take and start marching all through here and attacking into the Gengsi Click. That's 1938 type stuff. But for right now, we've got plans, and they're going along the way I want them to. One in Shimen, good, and Yangquan. You can see we're pushing, pushing, pushing. This is the next province there, and we'll come up here. This will cut off a lot of units here. We got some guys that need to get pulled off the front lines here. He's at 20. He's okay. He's not okay. Yeah. And that one I need to pull off too. Alrighty. With the exception of him, all these guys need to pull back. But you know what? I think that's the only guy that's really attacking there anyway. You know what? Let's just go ahead and pull him back too. I want to stop this spoiler attack. Victory at Changshu. Good. That was a rather long battle. Very costly for them. Kind of costly for me as well too. There was a fortification there, or pillboxes. It definitely hurt me a lot. But now this opens up the area around Shanghai. These units that I have here now, I will actually move the 11th up there, and the 3rd will come down here. And that armor unit is going to move here just to kind of help provide defense for wherever and whenever they need. Otherwise, I will leave the Marine unit here, and the other 2 Marine units that are here. Once they get their reinforcement, they're going to come back to Shanghai, regroup, reorg, and get ready for the Fuzhou landings coming later this year. Let's go ahead and save the game real quick. It's been 2 weeks actually. A lot of time has passed. So things are going well here around Shanghai. We do have a battle here. Let's go ahead and move. That's what he was waiting for. Submarine engines, 38 tech. We'll leave that. And we are gaining our forces back. Okay. What do I have here? Just this guy. We got two. Well, let's go ahead and start pushing. Who's my weakest? 49, 47. So my guard unit, which doesn't have a leader. We will leave that behind for right now. Guard we left behind. I'll give him a leader once these two provinces are taken. These three guys coming down here, and we're then going to drop off him and attack into there. Drop off him and attack down there. So we can kind of get those provinces here. Once I see that those guys have finished moving, then I'll be able to go ahead and ship them out to the peninsula here. I mean, I could probably. Oh no, he is on his way. Okay, yeah, good. I'd say I could probably move the one guy that was in Tokyo anyway, so that way he can provide a little bit of a assistance here. He needs to stay there. He is not needed up here anymore. He can come down here because this sea zone's bordering these two provinces. I'm not going to be needing shore bombardment there, so I can move down here where we can provide some assistance all throughout here. Anybody else? This coastal sub doesn't need to be. Well, no, yeah, they're fine. They're fine. Okay. And Quan, we're pushing. Alrighty. The second needs to get pulled off. Yeah, that's looking kind of. Yeah, we've stopped the attacks, the supporting attacks there. I'm going to keep the attacks going on here anyway. That's a lot of men getting killed left and right. But it does hold all these guys in place, which I kind of need to do right now. It's also killing several units too, so yeah, we'll let that keep going the way it is. All right, moving the unit helped. I'll leave them there. Worst case scenario, I can jump one of them down there to help assist. Yeah, that's not going too well. Sheena, pull them off. Okay, that just leaves a couple of units there. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, the idea here is try to keep them engaged so that way I can finish. I still have this province to attack into and then that one to capture. Once that's done, then I've got all these units stuck. They're all trying to, I can see, they're trying to push their way here. I don't want them to escape, though. Do not want them to escape. And you know what? We're going to begin. Yeah, we're going to begin. We're going to make things a little bit difficult for the Chinese here. So they're going to attack here. I don't need to assist here. Nah, well, the militia will kind of sit wait. The militia, their goal eventually is to be used as defensive units all throughout here. Prevent raids from rebels and things of that kind of nature. They're not very good. The militia's not very good at attacking force. So right here for the initial beginning of the battle, it's had them for defense. These guys, I really want to use them, but that's a lot of units there. However, if I go ahead and attack here, that'll pin those in place, so that'll be fine. The guard unit, I'm going to go ahead and support the attack. We need to wrap this battle up pretty swiftly. We'll have them support as well. Okay. That battle went much better than I thought. I was hoping to pin him in place a bit longer, though, because my guys here have yet to move in and around. Tokto, they've stopped attacking there, so we can actually take a bit of a breather now and reorg. Got some combats going on. Tokto, they're attacking again. Quan, they're attacking me there. Alright, looks like we're beginning our attacks there. Taigu, North Taiwan Strait. Battle Changsu. I guess they might have been the fleeing garrison unit that finally made its way to Changsu, or they may have attacked me there, and I just neglected to see that. Propaganda fails. Descent change 1%. That's all right. We're still going down 0.02 a day. In 100 days, we'll strike off 2 descent anyway. So by the end of the year, that descent will be negated. We can move these guys up to Shanghai now. Yay, he is here. I'm going to go ahead and send him up to there. Looks like I have one unit finally made its way. We're going to have them board the boat. Again, all 5 of these, they're coming over here to this peninsula to take the place of the 3 garrison Marines that are garrisoning the peninsula. We got some air combat going on. You know what? I got to double check my air. Yeah, as I thought. We need to let them get some strength back. No order for the interceptors. We're going to have them be responsible for that entire area there and just keep going. These interceptors. Be responsible for that. These guys need to stop because they are getting rather weak. These guys can stop doing that because that was in here. We now need you guys to attack in here. There we go. Do that continuously for a while. Okay, so everybody there is done. Oof. My medium bombers getting wrecked. Light bombers getting wrecked. They need to stop. Did I ever? You know what? I never sent my naval bombers out. I sent one down there to to prepare and get ready for, but never. So he's going to handle this area. There we go. And he is going to handle this area. There we go. Some overlap, but that's fine. I do see a fleet out and about there. Torpedo boat. They need to start flying and sinking some ships. Totally forgot about them. I remember moving that one over here. Was it this one? Yeah, because this one has the level 1 naval bomber that has the shorter range. They weren't able to fly all the way out to here. As you saw, it cut off around about there. This guy has a bit of a longer range because everybody's level 2. So I moved him down to Taiwan so I can ensure that I could get the southern section of China covered there. And I'm only covering the provinces. I don't care about anywhere's out here. Come more with the United States, you'll see me use the naval bombers in a more circular manner where they'll be covering the entire ocean looking for their prey. But for right now, the Chinese ships are only going to be around the coast. Okay, this will be a win here fairly soon. That is not, but I'm going to keep that pressure on. Oh, good. Tucked off. This also not going to be win anytime soon, but I can keep the pressure on. Same with this. It's not going to be win anytime soon, but pressure is going. Specialist Army training, normal conscription. Oh, good, good, good. And we should be attacking that province very soon here. What's the deal here? Oh, that should be wrapping up. Let me stop that. Yeah, those guys have taken a hit. They're crossing the river too, so that's not good news for them. Those guys still need to get their org up. Fuel and fuel. No, thank you. And fuel. No, thank you. What is Liberia fuel? So, Wuhai. We lost 2,800. They lost 5,600. Yep, that's that conflict there. Leon, they were attacking me for whatever reason, and Lin had. I think the attacks were going on about the same time here. That's why I was getting attacked in this province at the same time they were getting attacked in their province. I think that's how it worked. In any event, overall, the net was the Chinese lost far more troops than I did in both battles combined. So we'll be these two units will be moving further westward here, and we'll be gaining that province, possibly that one as well. I don't know. But all looks good there. So we got a unit making their way. This unit has already gotten there. We're going to shift them over there. You can see why now I have so many transport units here is as I get units that appear here or move over here, I can shift them out pretty quickly. So we got that unit here. Who's closest? Tianjin. That's fine. They're close enough. There's a leader up there that, yeah, he needs a couple more, or one more troop there. Alrighty. He's beginning to get shipped out. He's on his way, and they're trying to sell me fuel. Time to save the game. It's been a week here. And I want to get to the end of September here. We got October 10th. Oh no, I thought that was actually sooner. But we got some builds occurring here soon. Oof. However, looking at this here, yeah, all the spawn penalty IC hits that I'm receiving are doing a number on my on my builds here. So my Marines aren't coming until October. This guy was going to be built, I thought, in September initially, along with my Marine unit, but something happened where the Army build speed kind of slowed down there, and I lost a bunch of IC. I'm going to lose even more because I need to get some reinforcements going here. So we are going to cut that way down. Well, we'll leave that alone. Upgrades will be what they are. And we're gaining supplies pretty well, but we've been in the 10,000s for quite some time here, for a better part of the month, and I see our need for supply is quite extreme. A lot of conflict. That's why fighting. We're using a lot of supply. Hedgehog defense, 1937. We'll let that be. We've got a unit built. Oh, which was that unit? Okay, I thought I had a unit getting built that was due in September, but cool. So this is the for one of my 4 armor units. I'm going to go ahead and staff them up here. Um, we'll board ship. I can send them to Shanghai, and I can give it to them, and they'll be pretty strong then. Or I can come up to here. I've got a couple armor units here that could use some help. But you know what? Yeah, we'll send them down to Shanghai, get this unit built up so that way, in cases like this here, uh, my armor can come in and help out. And when we're ready, when I have some more units come in, I put them in Shanghai, and we start to expand this bridgehead. Uh, they can start roaming all over the plains here. What else? So that's that unit there, and reinforcements. Cool. Alrighty, so we have him here, and we're going to assign him to a leader. We have more unit there. Marine can march on over. Yeah. Once he comes over, then these two guys will peel off, and then I can send all my Marines down to Shanghai to refit, reorg, reset for the next landings in Fuzhou. North Taiwan Strait, probably just a torpedo boat was all we took out there, or attacked. Okay, they gave up there. It's good that I have all these defenses. I mean, they're damaged, so yeah, the pillbox and the fortress in Changshu isn't all that terribly strong, but Hangzhou is. So quite honestly, one unit can hold out against whatever the Chinese will try to put on me. The army units just to provide some help assistance as needed. Oh, good. Our reinforcements are coming along nicely. So apparently some reinforcements came in there, and we're having a reattack. Hurin, okay. Changshu, we won. So that battle, we're at 31%. Everybody's looking good. We got 18 with and 15 in there right now. I can go ahead and have the 9th support the attack there. Yep, slow but steady. I don't need to worry about moving any further troops into here. So we're good. He's here. They're coming down. That attack's still going on, but that should be, yeah, that'll be finishing up pretty soon here. I could actually have him. Yeah, he'll support the attack once we come up around. This is not doing too well. Again, it's a pinning attack to allow me time to be able to hold off. In retrospect, now I kind of wish that I just went from here over, but I wanted to be able to get the back door to Tuyen early enough, so that way I'm able to get attack the capital here from multiple sides. Um, you know what? I'm just let things ride as they are. Yeah, they're regaining org as we speak. Nangang, finally, they lost 14,000 troops. Wow. Luyan, they're attacking me, but we fought them off. Huron, they're attacking me, but we fought them off. I think I want to keep holding, but those cavalry units are going to get wiped here shortly. We need to put a leader into that guy. He takes an org loss, but that's okay. He already had an org loss to begin with. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and just cancel that attack. It's not doing any good. They were losing too many men there, and honestly, while I was pitting the forces there, I see they're just sitting there at that point right now. At this point, they weren't really going to go anywhere. How are we doing here? Okay. Taigu, we won. So after this province will be next. This will be all encircled, and we can start destroying it in good order. Cool. We'll send him out. This unit, oops. This unit will have them come to the south. He needs to get associated with a leader type. The 13th stays behind. Those two Marines come around there. These guys are still traversing their way. Okay. Okay, good. They keep throwing in reinforcements in there just in the nick of time. Just in the nick of time. But I keep destroying them over and over again. Yeah, see, we got some attacks going on here. Yeah, it's a good thing I called that battle off there because we would have been taking a hurting. Yeah, these guys still have not gotten sufficient reinforcements yet. They're done moving, so let us go ahead and group them all together. Shanghai, Hokengun. And this is a very, very strong 2 truck transports, though. Can my militia use? Everybody has transport of some sort. And light vehicles, horse transport. Horse transport. Having 2 truck transports does me no good. So what I will do is go ahead and send them over up to the 11th there, and I'll just replace out the horse transport. I'll just pull off the horse transport here, and we will disband the unit. We're at 1117. That doesn't give us any manpower. No. One again in Wuhai. Heavy casualties for them. Some casualties for me. And we are all set here. There we go. That really doesn't, I don't think that speeds them up anymore because the engineers are slowing them down, and as well as the infantry regiment slow them down. I mean, the truck transport does provide some movement bonus. That's a little bit better than the horse transport. So I'm happy with that. Let's see, we blew up a torpedo boat. Good. Approaching the end of the episode here. I was hoping for a little bit more, a little bit more going on than what's happening, but nonetheless, we are doing very well. We broke the northern nut here, and we're pushing to the river here. So we'll be getting the next episode here. I expect we'll be linking up the peninsula here with this line, and we probably next episode will also be taking Shanxi, I imagine. Okay, every unit that made it. The other unit's coming. Actually, I'm just going to wait for this guy. He will get there by the end of the month, probably. All these guys, let's see. We're going to have them rebase. And the last unit here is also going to rebase. I'll bring these two over as well to rebase. So Marines did their job. They took this peninsula, and just in time as well to hold it for reinforcements to come in. And once I've got this fully staffed up and these guys are doing a little bit better, then we'll be able to link hands here and begin the push. I would honestly, I would like to go ahead and push in to the south here and come up like so, so that way we have all this cut off rather than say link up hands here. Okay. And they keep attacking me there. Hung Shay, we won that. Excellent. But we're getting attacked here, so we're not going to be moving in right away. I think I'll just go ahead and move him in, though. This guard unit, have him come down. I want to go ahead and set up here and then move over and kind of begin moving eastward so we can kind of see how that link up is going to go. That is going to take a while, but that's fine. Formation of a new entry division, which means another IC hit, but that's okay. Looks like actually, no, it won't be an IC hit. Looks like we pull divisions or brigades off to form the division. Okay. He'll begin the long march south. There's a headquarter unit that he was able to link up with. We'll just have him march on down south. That's fine. Curious what, is there anybody that I see? There we are. How do I center on this unit? Supplied from, I know they're supplied from Dalian. Where are they? Here, let's do that. There we go. That's where they are. Okay, so one of the infantry units there, possibly not specialized, but one of the light infantry units may have lost their guy. And he went away. Okay, cool. Don't need a stray horse running around there. Alrighty, we're back to production here. Later this month, I'll be getting another Marine unit with my leader finally getting his reinforcements. And once he does, then I'll send him down to Shanghai. That will give us, let's see, 2, 4, 6. They'll give us 7. Do we have any others?